Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here in Manchester, and I've got to say I'm delighted to be joined by Claressa Shields. There's a reason why you're in Manchester, but first and foremost, you're just off a flight. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I was able to give me a little nap in. Now I'm about to eat. Then I get to go to the big fight.
Well, you're going to eat some Nando's. I just found out you're a fan of the Nando's, so Nando's is across the street. So I'm guessing you're going to go across the street for some Nando's?
Yes, I love Nando's and the chicken and the rice and the corn, the little, whatever that little seasoning is. It's all good.
Peri.
Yeah, I love it. Peri, right?
Yes,
okay.
peri, yeah. Well, as I say, we're here in Manchester. There's a reason why you're here. Savannah Marshall and your friend, Franchon Crews Dezurn, are fighting each other for the undisputed super middleweight titles. Probably a dumb question because you're probably biased when I ask this question, but your thoughts on that fight and who's going to win?
Well, one, I don't like how you announced Savannah Marshall name first. Franchon Crews is the undisputed champion, okay? So it's Franchon Crews versus the former champion, Savannah Marshall. I believe that Franchon can come out victorious tonight. I'm here strictly to support her. I seen some clips where Savannah said I came over here to see her, and she called me and she texted me, not in her fucking dreams. I am Team Franchon. I'm a fan of women's boxing, so I like to come to all the fights anyway. But I'm definitely here to cheer for my sister Franchon.
I don't know if you've seen the press conference and the weigh-in from yesterday. It seems like both girls, they've been going at it. And it's like I said to you, you brought that out of Savannah Marshall, that she's known as a silent assassin because she doesn't say much. You brought it out of her when she was talking a lot and she was giving back a little bit. But it seems like she's got that fire in her belly again. And her and Franchon were going at it during the press conference and the weigh-in. What do you make of that?
I didn't bring that out of her. Savannah Marshall was never a silent assassin. She has always talked shit the past 10 years since I fought her. She's always been a trash talker. I mean, maybe she's just not as loud as I am and had the fights that I've had of my magnitude, but she started the trash talk between her and I. It wasn't me. I'm a undisputed champion. Why I gotta be beefing with a girl who ain't got no belts? So she started the trash talk. But I did see it. And I was just shocked, to see that Savannah really thinks that everything is still all about her and I. It's not. I beat her already. She talks as if she hasn't lost still sometime. And the way that she was talking to Franchon was so disrespectful and it's certain things you can say in boxing. But for her to say that an undisputed champion is lazy, to say that Franchon only game plan to beat her is to make it ugly. It's like, is she taking the fight serious or is she underestimating another undisputed champion? Because she definitely underestimated me. She said that. But to underestimate, it's like, I don't know if she learned from her past shortcomings. I don't know. But I seen the trash talk, and it's the same. I hold it.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, and it's the same thing from the fight before. So, I don't know. I think that I think what Franchon said was valid. She's a first place loser, and she's very entitled and just needs to humble herself a bit more. And that's not saying don't believe in your skills and your power and everything, because she does have that. But it's give respect where respect is due. And she just has been saying some of the most off the wall stuff to Franchon. And Franchon has come back, and something that Franchon said that was very valid was Savannah had 10 years, 10 months, and 10 days to get ready to beat me. I'm the only girl she ever thought about, she ever mentioned. She basically built her whole career off I beat Claressa in the amateurs, and then she loses a unanimous decision. How embarrassing.
Well, if anyone's probably more equipped to talk about this fight is you fought both girls. You fought Franchon and you fought Savannah. Now, to break down the fight, now obviously you mentioned Savannah's power. She has got a high knockout ratio. Franchon's known as the heavy-hitting diva. She does have that come forward, big swinging. She does try and knock you out. How do you see this fight? Can you see drama in terms of knockdowns and maybe even a stoppage from either girl?
I can definitely see some knockdowns. They're both big, strong girls, you know. So if somebody has their hand down, somebody not doing what they're supposed to do, somebody loses focus for a second, they can get caught with the big shot. Now how they both will take it, I don't know. But I'm saying that Franchon has been around for a long time. She's a live dog. She really wants this fight for her legacy, and she's the undisputed champion. She hasn't come all the way over here to just lay down. I think that from she seeing me and Savannah Marshall fight in person, from that day she felt that she could fight Savannah Marshall and that she could beat her. I think it was the reason that Savannah skipped 168 and came straight to 160. And I believe that reason was Franchon Crews. It's not an easy task for anybody to just fight against Franchon, especially for the undisputed championship, and win. So I think that being over here will definitely give Savannah some more, a little bit more fire or whatever. But also, too, it's that pressure of letting her whole country down a third time, because she done it twice. Now she do it 3 times, three times a charm. Hang it up. I'm just playing.
Well, let's talk about let's talk about the rematch then. Obviously, probably the UK fans, we probably want to see you rematch Savannah. But like you say, Franchon is a live dog in this fight, and you are good friends with Franchon. So if the rematch happens with Franchon, if Franchon gets a victory tonight, there's a 2-part to this question. Where would that rematch be? Where would you like that rematch to be? And same with Savannah Marshall. Would you come back to the UK for Savannah, or would you like that in America?
So the first question was, perhaps Franchon wins. If Franchon was to win, which I believe she will, I would like to fight her in Detroit, or we can fight in Africa. I would love to, because that's where my legacy is taking me, where I can go and fight in other countries. So yeah, Detroit at Little Caesars Arena, or Africa. Now, on the flip side, if Savannah Marshall wins, right? Of course, there could be a rematch between her and I. But I need people to understand, I'm not coming back over here to the UK to fight against Savannah Marshall. Why? Because I do not like her. That's why. She has been totally disrespectful. She's a liar. She's tried to demean my career, even after I beat her. She's been on a live news station on Sky Sports saying that I don't sell tickets, I'm hard to work with, I'm a terrible person. Where is she getting all that from? Just spitting out lies. And I just fought in Detroit, an hour from my hometown, and sold 12,000 tickets. Like, what are we talking? So that's why she's not getting another opportunity over here. She can come to Detroit and fight me just as Franchon, or me and her can fight in Saudi. We can fight in Africa also, but she's not getting another chance to fight me here in the UK. The fight won't happen.
Well, the fight's happening tonight, so we can look forward to that. But just outside this fight, I'm going to obviously ask you a couple more questions. Now, Caroline Dubois she's probably one of our up-and-coming superstars. She's 21, 22 years old. I know you like her style. She looks up to you, I believe, as well, which was probably good for you to hear. So what do you make of Caroline Dubois? And obviously, there's talk about Michaela Mayer, maybe a step too soon. Somebody like Michaela for Caroline Dubois. But what do you make of Caroline Dubois so far?
I think Caroline Dubois is doing her thing. Like, she is aggressive, she's strong, she's fast. She's in the gym all the time, working, getting better. She knows she has a ways to go. And I think the thing that she wants to accomplish, and me being a role model, I think that she knows it's gonna take a lot of grit, a lot of challenges and everything to get to where she wants to get to in the sport. And she wants to be the next Claressa Shields, or Claressa Shields mixed with Caroline. She wants to be something different, and she's proven that with all the knockouts, the highlights, just being very humble and doing her thing. And then she's calling girls out. She called out Michaela Mayer. I just told her she can do whatever she put her mind to. If that's the fight that she feels like she needs next, or that she wants next, it'd be a huge step up. But Caroline is going to be world champ multiple times, and I don't even know what weight classes, because it's possible for her, to fluctuate up and down. So I can't say if the fight with Michaela is too soon, or if should be more. I don't know. Only her and her team know. I just know that it's a tough task. Michaela Mayer is a tough task. I have seen this girl in the trenches from the amateurs to the pros, and she's not going to go in there and lay down for anybody. She's going to strategically game plan, build her strengths up. She's stronger at 140, and it'd be a great fight. I feel like I just don't want it to be too early for Caroline. So just keep getting better, keep adding. I think maybe 2, 3, 4, whatever. She can keep taking step-up fights, and I think that the fight will organically happen between her and Michaela.
One more question on the women's boxing, because women's boxing's flying right now. UK, even out in the US, like you said, you sold 12,000 tickets out in Detroit. Now, there's always been this dispute in women's boxing. Who is pound for pound, you or Katie Taylor? Right? There's always been that dispute. Yeah. Well, the discussion was there for something, but now obviously Katie Taylor lost against Chantelle Cameron. I just want to get your thoughts on that fight if you saw it, and can Katie Taylor get to Chantelle Cameron in the rematch?
Katie couldn't outfight Chantelle, and she couldn't deal with her power, but I think skill-wise, she's a better fighter than Chantelle. I've never seen it as a debate on who was pound for pound number one woman. It has always been myself. 1A, 1B, Katie Taylor. Whichever one is first place, I'm first. And that's not to degrade anybody, but now I guess since Chantelle has beat Katie, maybe Chantelle thinks she's the GOAT now. Who knows? I don't know. It's all ridiculous. I think that if you watch Chantelle fight, and you watch me fight, and you watch Katie fight, you watch all these girls fight who I have a lot of respect for, from Amanda Serrano to Alicia Baumgartner, Michaela Mayer, Franchon, Savannah. All these girls, I look at myself, listen, I am number one pound for pound, skill-wise, accolades-wise. I'm undefeated. I'm number one. And that's not a knock to them, but I don't see how they ever was comparing me and Katie. And I, honestly, I just hate now that they're saying, like, oh, since Katie lost to Chantelle, now it solidifies my supremacy in being the GOAT. And it's like, are you guys stupid? No, it has nothing to do with me. I don't become bigger because Katie has to some become smaller. That's not how it works. I'm the better fighter. Rather, Katie was to go 100-0 in the pros. I am the better fighter. Rather, I retire right now and never fight again. Until she can outperform me and do the things that I've done, she can't be pound for pound number one. I think that her taking the fight with Chantelle was took a lot of grit, to fight her at that weight class, to go for her undisputed championship. Because who doesn't want to be 2-time undisputed? I'm 3-time undisputed, so who doesn't want to be 2? So I think that was a big step up for her. But I didn't become pound for pound number one because Katie lost. Like no disrespect, and like the fight was close too. I actually felt that on the scorecards, maybe Katie should have got it. But it was one of those, you won the fight but lost the war type of deal. Like, Chantelle definitely outfought Katie. She outfought her, she hurt her, and she just got more aggressive and stronger as the fight went on. And it seemed like Katie just couldn't deal with that, but she was still able to edge out some rounds to me. So it was a good fight. But Chantelle Cameron can't beat me.
I've got to say, you mentioned like being the pound for pound number one, the GOAT, the accolades, the undisputed 2 times, 3 times. What more is there to do? What gets you up in the morning to keep doing this, to keep fighting? I mean, you beat Savannah Marshall, who's your biggest rival. You've become undisputed. You've, like I said, all these accolades. You are the GOAT. So what gets you out of bed?
Honestly, I just want to be prepared for whoever they build up as the next best. There's always somebody working their butt off to fight you. There's always somebody looming in the background, seeing you with your, with your bling on and your rollie and your rings and your hair and your glam. And it's somebody who's like, I want that. So I just want to be ready that if somebody who wants what I have, I'm just ready to fight and defend my throne. That's all. So that's what gets me out of bed. It's a lot of girls calling on my name. It's girls who I want to compete against. If anybody thinks a girl is even close to my level, I'm like, okay, well let me fight her so I can show you it's levels to this. I've yet to fight somebody who I feel like I'm here. I haven't fought somebody who's here yet, who's even on the, if you want to say equal level. Savannah may have had the knockouts and everything, but she was not. I'm high tier. she's like mid-tier. She wasn't. I heard something that Franchon said, and I was like, why'd you say that? But whatever. She said that Savannah did better than what she thought she would do. Everybody thought Savannah was gonna knock me out, knock me down. How did she do good? How did she do better than what people expected? People expected her to knock me out, put me to sleep, me to go out the ring, eyes all closed and everything. She didn't even get a knockdown. She didn't even hurt me. It's like she caught me with a shot in my eye, and I couldn't see for a round or two, and I still won those rounds. It's like she did not do good. Her doing good would be do at least something you said you were going to do. You're going to knock me out. You didn't even knock me down. So how did you do good? And that's my question to everybody that was tuning into the fight, because if you go back and you watch everybody's predictions, oh, so I got Savannah in the later rounds, knockout, 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 knockout. Nobody was saying Claressa was going to win. Franchon knew, of course, but it's like she did not do good. Savannah did not do good, and I hate I hated hearing that from her, and it was like she didn't do good. It wasn't good. Her doing good would be at least knocking me down and then still losing, because she's not gonna win no matter what she would have done.
I've got to ask as well. I'm going to take a hard segue. I know you're pressed. There's more media out there to do some interview with you, but I'm going to take a hard left here, a hard segue left. Now, I was on. I'm going to go somewhere. Now, I know you Sonny Edwards is fighting Bam Rodriguez. Now, I know that you said Bam Rodriguez would stop Sonny Edwards, so I've got to ask. Sonny Edwards says if he wins, he would like to take you out. You said not in a chance. Have you had time to think about it? And if he does win, would you let him take you out?
You know, I'm a woman of my word. Okay, if Sonny wins, sure, we can go on a date. I'll sit across the table from him, eat some food, talk some shit. Why not? I'm a single woman now. But like I said, on Twitter, I don't even know where that even came from. I just started getting all these mentions, and they're like, that's Sonny. And then he tweeted, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I didn't even know what was really going on until I really had to dissect it, and I'm like, oh, okay. But sure, if he beats Bam, I guess that that'd be great. That'd be great motivation for him to have a chance to take the gold out on dinner. He win, I go on a date with him for sure. Why not?
Nando's.
Nando's is the place to go. But if you know anywhere better, tell him that the flight and everything's on him. He gotta fly me over, or he come to America.
I'm sure he'll come to America.
Okay, we'll come to America. We can go to one of my spots and whatever. It'd be cool if he wins. But I'm a fan, and Sonny Edwards is pretty funny, if anything else. But sure, why not?
Claressa, thank you so much, man. Look forward to the fight tonight, and like I said, you got more media behind you, so I'm sure you've got plenty of time for them as well. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tonight. Thank you, Claressa.
I'm already ready for the memes now. They about to start putting me and Sonny Edwards in pictures together.
I'm going to make one right now. Thanks, Claressa.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.